What is up, sports bettors? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, coming to you with some early MLB best bets to lock in for tomorrow's betting slate, Wednesday, September 7th. Everybody's excited that football's starting, including me, but there are still sharp, profitable bets to make for baseball, which is exactly what we are going to be doing in this video. So for tomorrow's betting slate, there are a couple plays here on the OddsJam page specifically for tomorrow's betting slate. The play that I have honed in on, what we're looking at here is this yes run first inning in the Phillies versus Marlins game. So let's talk about the math behind it first. Of course, I found it using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page. And the no vig line for this bet is priced at about plus 104. And the bet that we locked it in is on FanDuel at plus 106. Actually, let me go and lock it in right now. And now we have locked it in, so I'm not lying when I say that. But I got it at plus 106 on FanDuel. So the gap between the plus 104 in terms of the no vig line at plus 104 and the FanDuel line at plus 106, the gap between those two numbers is where you get your positive expected value from. So in this case, EV percent of 0.84. So obviously not breaking the bank on this individual play, but profitable bets can still be found even with these lower percents. So I don't necessarily think you should avoid every bet that is below a certain percent. I think you should still do the research and look into them and then decide from there. So in this case, I thought this one was still really good. The OddsJam line, which as everybody knows is the sharpest line in the world, prices this at minus 111. The other side of it is priced at minus 105. So that's where you get your 16 cents in market with from. 5 plus 11 equals 16. And the reason why, well, there's a couple reasons why. Obviously, it's positive EV, but looking even more into it, the reason why I like this one so much is that this is actually an ARB to Pinnacle to the sharpest sportsbook in the world. Plus 106 on FanDuel, minus 105 on Pinnacle. This means that theoretically, you could place a bet on both sides, and you could profit from that transaction because of how the odds are priced. Now, whenever you find a situation where there is an arbitrage opportunity, one of those books has to have it mispriced. Has to. There would never be a situation where you can have an arbitrage opportunity where none of the books have it mispriced. An easy way to think about that is if someone's willing to sell something for $100, someone's willing to buy it for 110, that transaction would have already happened, theoretically. Same thing with an arbitrage opportunity. Books don't want to have a situation where you can place a bet on both sides and be profitable. If that ever happens, that means one of these books is incorrect. In this case, the most likely scenario is that the OddsJam line, is that the FanDuel line is the one that is incorrect. The other books that have pricing for it, Caesars has it at minus 105, closer to the OddsJam line, and DraftKings, has this at plus 100. So DraftKings does have it a little bit closer to the FanDuel line at even money. But the other books, and just looking at the average odds, price this at minus 102. So this being an arbitrage opportunity shows me that this is a profitable bet. So as you saw, I already locked this one in on FanDuel. And just looking at the game itself, I do think that there is some value here. Just look at the pitching matchup. Trevor Rogers on the mound for the Marlins, 4-10 record, 5.57 ERA. Not great. The Phillies pitcher on the mound, Bailey Falter, 3-3 record, 4.08 ERA. Not as bad as Trevor Rogers, not a great pitcher. So backing that one run is scored before 6 outs happen, I think is a really good bet. So I put half a unit on this one. Not breaking the bank, certainly not a McSlam worthy play, but I do think it is a very valuable one. So I went ahead and locked it in. Yes run first inning in the Phillies versus Marlins as my official early bet for tomorrow's MLB betting slate. So now let me just add this one to my bet tracker. Incredibly important to track all your bets. That's where all this information you see here on the homepage comes from the OddsJam bet tracker. But that's it. So again, Yes, run first inning in the Phillies versus Marlins. I recommend everybody tail this one. For those of you at home, just put a half unit on it, not a monster play by any means. And that's it. So if you are tailing, I would love to hear it. Comment on the video. Let me know you're tailing. Other than that, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, and that's it. So appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.